Good morning, friends. It's Julie. Welcome back to Row & Co Farms. We have a busy day ahead, so I thought I'd just take you guys along with all the things that we have to do today. You see some canning jars in the background, so we're going to be making our first batch of Cowboy candy for the year. Really excited about that because we love Cowboy candy. Ignore my dirty dishes. That's just life around here. Sometimes there's some dirty dishes. We'll get to those too at some point today. We have already been out to the garden this morning. We harvested all of these veggies. I have a batch of bone broth in here that I made overnight that we need to do something with. I have all of these eggs. I have some potatoes. I'm just keeping those, trying to keep them in the dark as much as possible. So we're gonna work with some of this stuff today. I need to go out and take care of my animals. It's still early, so I need to get out there and get them fed and watered. So yeah, we just have a full day of stuff to do. I have a batch of stuff going in the freeze dryer. There are blueberries, green beans, red noodle beans, and celery are currently in there. And then we'll get another batch of stuff ready for the freeze dryer as well. So yeah, we have a lot going on today. I'm glad that you're here with me. Welcome back to Row & Co Farms. Let's go get the chickens fed. Wow, it's already really hot out here this morning. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, and wow. It's definitely like 80 or 85 degrees already, for sure. So we finally gotten all of our meat birds. They're all outside. They're in the chicken tractors, and they're doing well. We did have a problem when we initially moved the chickens. It's been so hot here. Well, we were moving them. We had a big dog kennel carrier, which is what we usually use to move them if we have to. And so we put them in the carrier. It took us a few minutes to load them up, maybe 10 minutes total between loading them and taking them and unloading them, and 3 chickens died in that time because of the heat. They all just kind of crowded each other so much. So yeah, the heat here has been absolutely horrendous. But after that, everyone else was fine. We got them all hydrated, and ever since then, they've been doing really well. So that's good. I'm very glad for that, but we did lose another few in the process. So yeah, we're always working to keep animals alive around here. It's every single day struggle. All right, I'm gonna finish getting all the feed, and then we'll go out to the pasture where all of the animals are.
Good morning. Good morning. Hi, guys. Good morning, chickens. You guys ready to eat?
Yeah. So I'm in our current, this is our layer hen run. I know we've been updating you guys on our chicken run project. We still only have this run finished. Then we have our turkeys here and our meat chickens over here. So we're gonna go out and feed those guys now. Hopefully this setup will continue to work for now. Once the turkeys get a little bit bigger, we will let them out and let them kind of free range a little bit. Our dogs will be big enough then to come out here with them, and so they'll protect them. The meat chickens will stay in that chicken tractor, and in another day or so, we'll start moving the chicken tractor every day. I just haven't been prepared to do that yet, so we'll start doing that tomorrow. And yeah, so that's the plan. Let's go feed those little guys. They are ravenous. Hey, turkeys. Turkeys are doing good. You guys knocked your feeder over. All right, let's get you cleaned up.
Shining bright and it's going my way. Birds in the sky and I'm singing it loud. Love is all around and I'm floating away with you. I'm floating away with you. Throw my hands up, it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining bright and it's going my way. Birds in the sky and I'm singing it loud. Love is all around.
So these are our meat birds, plus one bonus bird, which is that little tiny black one back there, which is not a meat bird, but I don't have any other birds to put him with right now, or with. It's probably a boy though. So these guys are doing really well, and I say guys because these are all supposed to be roosters. We choose males because they get bigger, and because if you guys don't know, male chicks, if you don't order male chicks, they just get killed. So we take male chicks because they get bigger and because it saves them, at least for a little while. So we had 2 batches of birds. They're about a week apart, a week and a half apart. So there are definitely a few differences in sizes. So we're just gonna have to see how these guys grow out over the next few weeks to decide when we're gonna do our butchering. You can already see these guys have been on this patch of grass for about a day and a half, and they've already, like, all this matted down. This is all poop. This is nasty. So definitely later today or tomorrow, probably later today, I'll go ahead and get out here and we'll move these guys for the first time with the hand trucks. There's our cows this morning. Good morning, ladies. Hi. Uh-oh. The pups are out here playing. The dogs and the cows don't always do so well together.
Shining bright and it's going my way. Birds in the sky and I'm singing it loud. Love is all around and I'm floating away. Love is all around and I'm floating away with you.
Whew, okay guys, so we've gotten all that animal chores done for this morning. I tended to some of the seeds that needed to be watered out in the flower farm, and now it's time to go in and let's work on that cowboy candy. I might make some sauerkraut today too, because I have a few heads of cabbage that I need to do something with. But yeah, we're gonna try to get as much accomplished today as we possibly can. I just finished my Azure order and placed it because it's due today. So next week I'll be getting an order. It's been like 3 months since I've done an Azure order. Come on, kitties, you coming inside? Nope. Oh my gosh. It's so hot. It's so hot. It says it's 83 degrees outside. The humidity is 61%. All right, I'm gonna take a second to cool off, get acclimated to being inside, and then we'll get started on the Cowboy candy. So for the recipe that I'm gonna be using for today is from my friend Anne at A Farm Girl in the Making. Where is her book? Here it is. Okay, so this is her book, A Farm Girl's Guide to Preserving the Harvest, and she has a great cowboy candy recipe. So I'm gonna be following that. I will link the book and the recipe down below, so if you guys are interested in those, check her out. She is amazing. She has some great recipes. So yeah, let me go get cleaned up and then we'll get started because we don't want to do this into our cowboy candy.
Flowing away with throw my hands up. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining bright and it's going my way. Birds in the sky and I'm singing it.
So I have these jumbo jalapenos that I got from the local farmer's market. Then I have just a bunch of assorted other peppers in here. Some are from our garden, some are from the farmer's market. So we're gonna be using all of these, plus a few other ingredients like sugar, turmeric powder, apple cider vinegar, and garlic powder. So into my stock pot, I've added apple cider vinegar, some turmeric, some sugar, and some garlic powder. And we're gonna get that boiling and then we'll add our peppers to it. So we let our brine come to a simmer and now we can add our peppers. So our cowboy candy is done. We got 19 jars of these small half pints, and then I always go ahead and I can up the marinade too, or the brine that's left over, because it is really good to use as a marinade for meat. So I have 3 jars of that as well. So yeah, great addition to the pantry. Let's move on to something else. Okay guys, so I just went online and I purchased my garlic that I'm going to plant this fall. Most companies that ship out garlic go ahead, they start taking orders now, and they'll ship it out to you in the fall when it's time to plant. These companies will sell out early, so go ahead and place your orders now. I placed my order for 2 pounds of garlic. I did one kind, which is called Bavarian Purple, and the other one is called Russian Red. They are both long storing garlics. Hopefully they will do really well here, but that's the varieties that I chose, and I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up on stuff like that. If it's things, it's also with flowers, if you're gonna plant flowers, flower bulbs, not necessarily if you're just planting a small quantity, but if you're doing like I am with flower farming, you have to order all of those things in the fall, and generally you order them in the summer to get them in the fall. So yeah, there's a lot of prep work that goes into some of those types of things, and so I just wanted to kind of let you guys know that it's time now to go ahead and place your order for your fall garlic. So I had to make a trip to a neighboring town to go to the local well, it's not local. I had to go to the pharmacy, and so since I'm in this other town, I am going to go to the Goodwill. I love Goodwill. This one has a really nice Goodwill over here, and so hopefully we'll find some cool stuff in here. So let's go see. Okay, so I didn't get a lot, but I got a couple of things, and one was a big score for me. So I listen to Homemaker Chic podcast, and I watch Angela Reed, Parisian Farm Girl, and Shay Elliott. I really love their shows, and I'm always trying to kind of level up my homemaking skills and making my house comfortable. And so I've been listening to them, and they talk a lot about rugs and finding like good authentic rugs, and you know, instead of the cheap, you know, plasticky stuff that you find in most of the stores. And so I found a woven rug. I'm not sure how old it is. It's probably not super old or anything, but it's a good quality rug. I can't see the entire thing, but I'm also following along with another company called House of Tokeman, who restores old rugs, and a lot of times they say you can just use a pressure washer and a water hose and it gets the rug clean just with doing that. And then you can always use some really mild soaps to do other things. So I feel like whatever the condition of the rug, I can probably get it pretty clean. It doesn't smell terrible or anything, so we'll clean it really well. And it's a really big rug. I mean, it's like at least 12 feet long, and I don't know how wide, but it's really long. And so I got it for $85, and I think honestly $85 for any large rug like that is a steal, especially if it's one that I'm going to be able to use for a long time. So I'll show you guys when I get home. So guys, this is the rug that I got. I haven't measured it, but it's square. I'd say it's probably 10 by 10, so it's really big, and the condition of the rug is really good. So I'm very happy about that. I am going to like pressure wash it really well to get it cleaned, and then I'm going to let it dry for several days, and then we can bring it inside. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, either the living room or my bedroom, but this is a nice rug, and this was a really good deal. I'm very excited about it. So I'm also working on a little bit of a freeze dryer project today. I have this bag of frozen strawberries. It's been in my freezer for a few months, and we're gonna fill up our freeze dryer trays and get those into the freeze dryer just as soon as my batch of, what's in there? Zucchini. I have zucchini and squash in there currently. And so yeah, we're gonna get the trays ready to go into the freeze dryer, and then we'll just put these frozen strawberries back into the freezer on the trays, and then as soon as this batch is ready, we'll just load them right in. Hey guys, so it's actually the next day. Figured I'd just go ahead and add on to what we did yesterday. and come out here and show you some of the stuff I needed to do in the garden this morning. So this is the bed where I had potatoes in a few weeks ago. I've pulled those out because they weren't doing well, and I've replaced it with more pumpkins, squash, beans, okra, zucchini. I have pole beans and bush beans in here, so you can see everything is starting to pop out. It's looking really good. I just harvested a few cucumbers here. I'm gonna go see what else we can find growing in the garden. So these are Rouge d'Étain. It's like a French variety. It's like a really big orange pumpkin. And then I have some Jardel pumpkins. That's what these are up here. And those are the big blue ones. We've got some more beans sprouting up here. Oh, I've got a little weed popping up over there. I need to get that out. So far, I have these. This is supposed to be a French garden bean. Looks like only 1 or 2 have popped up so far. So we may have to re-sow these because they just may not be good seeds. Now down here, we have more squash. This is a golden crookneck. Same here. Same one as there. And then I did Cozelle squash. I'm sorry, Cozelle zucchinis, which are like a striped green zucchini. And then everything down there is okra. So that's good because our other okra has not really done super great. And then along the trellis there are more beans. You can see the trellises behind me have done pretty well. Some of the stuff on this side obviously has not done as well as the things on this side, but that's okay. Everything is still looking pretty good. I want to say that most of our beans that are in here are done. This variety right here doesn't seem to be putting off much else. The red noodle beans are basically done. I'm letting what's on there dry out so I can save the seeds. But I have replanted on this side, so hopefully we will get some more beans there. This next trellis is beans, but they're not really producing very well, so I'm not sure what's happening there. The plant looks really healthy, but I'm not getting a lot of actual beans. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. Maybe I need to fertilize a little bit. Now the next trellis there is our Kajari melon, and it is really doing great. It's almost ready to meet the top. But yeah, there's lots of good looking stuff there. Let me show you. So this is one of our Kajari melons. And it's a small personal melon. It's kind of like a cross between a cantaloupe and a honeydew. It's really, really tasty. So this one is close to being ready, and you can tell that by looking at the stem right here. See how the stem is starting to dry out a little bit? Once this dries out a little further, we'll know that this is ready and we can go ahead and pick it. We have lots of others in here. There's another one. You can see the stem on this one is basically ready. You see how it's dried out there? So we probably need to go ahead and pick this one, because if we don't, that stem's gonna dry out. This is gonna fall to the ground and it's probably gonna break. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take this one and we'll try it. Oh no, I dropped it. Okay, it's all right, it's all right. Our first Kajari melon of the season. You can see we've got lots more in here, and they're all coming to the stage where they're going to be ready. This is our cucumbers, the homemade pickles variety, and we are getting lots of them. Oh, these are like conjoined here. There's lots more here. We're going to give those some time to develop. See if we can find any more. Ah, there's another one. Yeah, we've been getting lots of cucumbers here, and these plants look really healthy. Oh, well, there's one that's been hiding from us. That one's probably a little bigger than what we would want for pickles, but we may still be able to salvage it and cut it into quarters. Oh, there's another one back there I missed. That one. Nice. Oh, there's another one back there. There we go. I see some cherry tomatoes in here that we can get. I believe these are my Chadwick cherries. I think that's the only ones that I planted this year. Let's see. There's a few more up there. We have lots of them growing in here. And I'll be completely honest, guys, this is like the first year that I have not done anything with my tomatoes. I've just let them go wild. I haven't had time to get out here, so all of them are crazy looking. They're sort of trellised, sort of not. And I've just decided whatever I get, I get. I haven't had a chance to get out here. So let's see what we can find this morning. And all these ones that are just starting to turn, you can go ahead and take those. They'll turn inside. Like that. Oh, I see one back there. One thing I really like about cherry tomatoes is that because they're so small, you hardly have the problems with blossom end rot and with the tomatoes splitting. They usually just do really well and are really productive. I can just tell we're about to have tons of cherry tomatoes. What about these peppers? These are some of our jalapenos. I'll have to go back and see what variety. So peppers are always interesting because you can pretty much pick them at any stage. It's whatever size you want. So some of these are pretty small still. I'll probably let those go a little bit longer. And some of these could be picked right away. But I think we'll let some of them go. See if we can get them a little bit bigger. Now in here, we have another variety. These are, oh goodness. I think these are some kind of Hungarian Hot Wax Pepper. So we have a couple of those. There's definitely a few more in there. And then I see some more jalapenos over there I think we need to get. That looks great. Oh no, this one. Oh wait, I thought something was wrong with this one, but it's just got some dirt splattered on it from the storm we had yesterday. We've got a few bell peppers here. And usually my bell peppers will start getting bigger as the season goes on. My first ones are usually pretty small like this. But I go ahead and pick them before they get bad. You see this is already starting to get a spot, but I like to go ahead and pick these. Even though they're small, they still taste really good. And as the plant gets bigger and the season progresses and it gets hotter, they will start to put on bigger fruit. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys my zucchini squash patch. We have had an invasion of the squash vine borer, and basically all of the plants will at some point succumb to this because they have all been violated. So let me show you what it looks like when you get a squash vine. Okay, so if you look here at the base of this plant, you'll see that a hole has been bored into it, and they start to basically eat out the inside of your plant. It looks like that. And eventually your plant just dies. And that is what's happened. I'm still getting a few pieces of fruit off of these, but basically within the next week or so, these are all gonna be dead. You can see I've already pulled a few of them out, and that's part of the reason why I sowed more squash and zucchini in that other bed. So yeah, it happens to us. I did put out diatomaceous earth, and I need to probably spray next time with some BT. But yeah, you can see this is completely broken off at this point from the root. All right, so these are not squash vine borers. Those are just squash bugs that you're seeing there. Not the same thing, but also detrimental. We have a lot of them here. And look, they're making more. They're attached. That's great. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get in here probably in the next few days and just clean this whole bed out. And we'll just get it ready to plant something else. Something for fall. All right, let's see what our little t-shirt harvest holds this morning. Quite a bit. I know people always think that harvests are these massive things, but they're really not. They're just small bits every day. You just have to collect them and do something with them. So that is our harvest today. I'm sure later today we will have some eggs to get. We also have some peaches that are almost ready. We had one tree give us a few peaches this year. Uh-oh, this is one of them. It looks like it's already starting to go bad. So we probably need to go ahead and get all those picked so that we'll have a small peach harvest. Probably just make a cobbler or something with it. All right, guys, I think that is enough for today's video. That is pretty much a day in the life, 2 days in the life of me here at Row & Co Farms. I hope you found this interesting. Please hit that subscribe button down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you felt about this video. I really appreciate you guys' support, and I can't wait to see you guys next time here at Row & Co Farms.